Hi, hello, all my dear intermediate students, CBSE candidates, CBSE plus 1 plus 2 students, NEET aspirants and IIT aspirants, their parents also. Welcome to Bhanumurthy's Institute of jeeneet Physics classes at NGO's Colony Main Bus Stop, 1010 Building, NGO's Colony Main Road, Vanasthalipuram, Hyderabad. It is exclusively online and offline tuition class coaching center in physics for NEET aspirants and IIT aspirants for their upcoming entrance examinations. Thanks for joining with us. Now, in the last video class, we discussed the surface tension topic, very gunshot formulas, basics, fundamentals, and conceptual topics we discussed from surface tension. I think maximum number of students got the benefit from that video class. Now, in this video class, so many parents and students requested me to project one video class on wave optics topic. That is second year topic, CBSE 12th class students. Okay, in this video class, I'm going to explain previous entrance questions from wave optics chapter, which is helpful to IIT and NEET aspirants for their upcoming entrance examinations. Let us start quickly. The first question, which is asked in 2024 entrance examination, a beam of unpolarized light of intensity I is passed through a Polaroid, capital A, and then through another Polaroid B, which is oriented so that its principal plane makes an angle of 45 degrees related to that A. The intensity of emergent light is. Actually, my dear students, this is the first Polaroid now. Okay, so this is ordinary light passing through the first Polaroid sheet, that is capital A. Ordinary light in the sensor, it consists of arrow components and dot components. Okay, arrow components, dot components are present in this ordinary light. Ordinary light is also called as unpolarized light. Okay, so unpolarized light containing sigma components and pi components, dots mean sigma, arrows means pi components, is allowed to pass through the Polaroid sheet. What happens? Out of those two, initially those two components were combined. From that combination, all sigma components, means dot components, will be eliminated and only arrow components are allowed. This type of separation is called as polarization. So this Polaroid sheet is doing what? It's separating one of the components and eliminating one of the components and allowing only the rest of the components. So almost all 50% of intensity of light is reduced. Say, initially, I is the initial intensity of unpolarized light, that is ordinary light. So after passing through this Polaroid sheet, 50% intensity is cut off. Okay, it's coming out. So that is intensity is I by 2. If we speak in terms of amplitudes, initial amplitude before passing through the Polaroid was A. Now it becomes A by root 2. In terms of amplitudes, recognize this point. Okay, A and A by root 2. Now, intensities, let us speak now. I before polarization and I after polarization, I by 2 after polarization. Now, this polarized light is passing through the second Polaroid sheet, B, whose axis means plane axis, is making some angle theta with the first Polaroid sheet, axis of the first Polaroid sheet. So that angle is theta equals to 45 degrees is given. Okay, so output intensity, that is I dash, is equals to its previous intensity is I by 2 into cos squared theta. This is the formula, my dear students. Both NEET aspirants and IIT aspirants, CBSE students. So this formula is very important in polarization. Okay, now try to understand this concept here. I by 2 divided by cos square 45. Cos square 45 is 1 by root 2 whole square. That is 1 by 2. So I by 2 into 1 by 2, that is equals to I by 4. My dear students, option number 1 is the correct answer. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Now, at the same time, we are discussing about the second question now. Let us discuss about second question very quickly. Now, when unpolarized light is incident at an angle 60 degrees, unpolarized light is incidenting at an angle 60 degrees on a transparent medium from A. The reflected ray is completely polarized. The angle of refraction in the medium is, my dear students, so this is the surface. This is the surface now. On this surface, some light is passing now, falling on this surface, glass plate, whatever it may be. So this is initially ordinary light, say like this. This is ordinary light having pi components and sigma components. So 100% intensity of a light of intensity, 100% intensity is falling on the glass plate. At an angle, it is falling at an angle 60 degrees. Say this is a normal drawn. I'm representing with a red color pen. So this is a normal drawn. With this normal, this angle is given as 60 degrees. So this angle is represented with the I or theta p. Okay, angle of polarization at which the total reflected light is plane polarized. The reflected ray is completely plane polarized. Reflected ray means this light represents reflected ray. Reflected ray contains only sigma components. All sigma components are eliminated by reflection. The rest of the light, say it is represented by black pen. It is transmitted like this. So containing aero components. Okay, the glass plate is allowing aero components like this by the refraction, and it eliminates the sigma components by reflection. So this is the information now. So Brewster explained this concept for polarization. So whenever incident light, unpolarized light, falls on the glass plate or any polarizing sheet at an angle 60 degrees, angle of incidence, so then some part, the total light gets reflected by polarization. Okay, so this is under this condition, if reflected light is completely plane polarized, the angle, my dear students, recognize this point, the angle between reflected light and refracted light, this is reflection. I am representing now. This is reflected light and this is refracted. Okay, so angle between these two is 90 degrees. Both are perpendicular. This is Brewster's law. Okay, so then mu is equals to tan theta p, my dear students, where angle of incidence is given there. So mu is equals to tan theta p. So tan theta p is tan 60. Tan 60 means what? Recognize this formula first of all. Okay, so Brewster's law is, if polar ray, reflected ray and refracted ray are perpendicular to each other due to complete polarization, then mu equals to tan theta b, where mu is the refractive index of the medium. Tan 60 is equals to root 3, my dear students. But according to Snell's law, is they telling what? Snell's law, it is actually Brewster's law. So Brewster law it is. Okay, now it is Snell's law. Snell's law represents what? Mu equal to sin A by sin R. Sin A by sin R. Okay, so sin I is nothing but sin 60. Sin 60 divided by sin R. Mu value root 3 is equals to root 3 by 2 sin 60 divided by sin R. So root 3 R gets cancelled here. Then sin R is equals to 1 by 2. Then R is equals to 30 degrees. So my dear students, 30 degrees is the right answer. So what we discussed here, this is the Brewster's law concept. They asked him, very important concept in polarization. Okay, mu equals tan theta p. And you have to utilize the Snell's law also at the same time. Now, question number 3, let us discuss immediately. Okay. As shown in figures, 3 identical Polaroids are there. Figure also is given there. This is first Polaroid sheet. Okay. This is P1 given there. Unpolarized light is passing through first Polaroid sheet and then passing through second Polaroid sheet. Okay. Second Polaroid sheet also it is passing. And the third Polaroid, 3 Polaroid sheets are given there. Inclined at 60 degrees and 90 degrees with respect to axis P1. First Polaroid sheet is vertical. Second Polaroid sheet P2 is at an angle 60 degrees with vertical. So theta 1 is given as 60 degrees, right? And third is making 90 degrees with respect to P1. So third is taken 90 degrees with respect to P1. This is third Polaroid sheet. It is at right angles 90 degrees with respect to P1. Okay, and but with respect to P2, this is 90 minus theta. Okay, with respect to P1, 90 degrees, but with respect to P2 axis, this is 90 minus theta. My dear students, initially the instant intensity of light 256, I is equals to 256 watt per meter square. Now after passing through first Polaroid sheet, it becomes half of that. Half of that means 128. 128. Half of this intensity reduces to half. Okay, so this 128 watt per meter square is passing through second Polaroid sheet. Then what happens? It becomes I1. This becomes I1. Okay, so I1 is equals to, what happens now? Tell me, it's the previous intensity 128 into cos square 60 degrees. Okay, so now 128 into cos square 60 means 1 by 2 whole 1 by 2 whole square, that is 1 by 4 cos square 60. So that is 32 watt per meter square. Now this intensity I1 is passing through third Polaroid sheet, that is P3. So again you get what here? The output intensity is I2. Output intensity is I2. So I2 is equals to, again its previous intensity was 32. That is I1 into cos square 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta whole square. That equals to 32 into cos square. Very interesting now. Cos square 90 minus theta value 60. First given there. Okay. So 32 into cos square 30 degrees. So answer is what? 32 into cos square 30 value. How much given there? Cos square 30 value is given as 1 by root 3 by 2 whole square. Root 3 by 2 whole square means 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So answer is 24. My dear students, it is fill up the blank integer type of question asked for mains entrance examination. So 24 watt per meter square. So my dear students, this law is called as Malus law. Based on Malus law, they arranged this question. Okay. So very important concept, Brewster's line, Malus line polarization. Fantastic concept it is. Okay, so final intensity is equals to initial, it's the previous intensity into cos square theta. That is a formula. I dash equals to I by 2 cos square theta. Next, let us discuss fourth problem immediately. Two Polaroid sheets A and B are placed in such a way that the path axis of Polaroids are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other in the sense, the first Polaroid sheet I am representing with pink. So first Polaroid sheet is this one, and second Polaroid sheet is a perpendicular like this. Okay, so this is first A and this is B. Okay, so B is perpendicular to A. Now third Polaroid sheet also is introduced there. That is another Polaroid sheet C is introduced between them. Bisecting angle. So bisecting angle means exactly half of this angle. Say 90 for 40. 90 degrees means half of that means 45 degrees. Okay. With respect to P1, P2 is making 45 degrees. Theta equals to 45. And with respect to second Polaroid sheet, third Polaroid sheet is also again making 90 minus 45. That is 90 minus 45 means 45 degrees again. So my dear students, so this if I is the intensity of before polarization, then after passing through first Polaroid sheet, it becomes I by 2. Then I by 2 converts into I1 here. I1 converts into I2 here. So then I1 is equals to what happens? I by 2, it's previous I by 2 into cos square 45. So that is 1 by root 2 whole square, 1 by 2, that is I by 2 into 1 by 2 is equals to I by 4. This is I1 only, but I2 I want now again. It's the previous intensity I1. I1 into cos square 90 minus 45, that is again 45 degrees. 90 minus 45, right? So I1 equals to I by 4. I by 4 into cos square 45 is again 1 by 2. So final answer is I by 8. This is the final answer, I by 8. Okay, so let us go to fifth problem immediately. N polarizing sheets are arranged such that each makes an angle 45 degrees with the preceding sheet. An unpolarized light of intensity is found to be 1 I by 64. It's I symbol it is, okay. So unpolarized light intensity is found to be I by 64. The value of N will be how much? Okay. So N polarized sheets are arranged such that each makes an angle 45 degrees with the preceding sheet. Okay, preceding sheet. Right, an unpolarized light of intensity I is found to be I by 64. So after using first polarized sheet, I becomes I by 2. After using second polarized sheet at 45 degrees, then I by 2 square, I by 4, that is I by 4. Again, it's half of that. 45 degrees means I by 2 cos square 45. I by 2 cos square 45. Cos square 45 degrees. So I square 40 cos square 45 means cos square 45 in the sense cos square 45 degrees in the sense this is I by 2 cos square means I by 4. Okay, I by 4 in the sense what? I by 2 square, right? Now, if you use a third polarized sheet, this is second polaroid. After passing through, you see, I'm writing steps here. After passing through, after passing through first polaroid sheet, I dash equals to I by 2. After passing through After passing through second polarized sheet, I dash becomes equals to I by 4, that equals to I by 2 square. After passing through third polarized sheet, then output intensity becomes I by 8, that equals to I by 2 cube. Like that, after passing through nth polaroid sheet, what happens now? Okay, I dash equals to I by 2 to the power of n. This value is given as I by 64. Okay, output intensity is given. So 2 to the power of n is equals to 64. That implies 2 to the power of n equals to 2 to the power of 6. That implies n equal to 6. My dear students, NEET aspirants, IIT aspirants, if you use x number of polarized sheets, the intensity reduces to 1 by x, 2 to the power of x part of the initial intensity. So this is the explanation. Now let us move quickly to sixth question. Okay, polarized light of intensity 32 watt per meter square passes through the combination of three polarized sheets. Again, let us draw three polarized sheets now. First sheet here. This is second sheet here. Okay. This is first 32. Now 32 becomes 16 here, half of the intensity. And pass axis of the first polarized sheet, if the intensity of emerging light is 3 watt per meter square, okay, combination of three polarites perpendicular to that of the first polaroid, okay. So third polarized sheet is perpendicular to the first. That we have to understand that sentence formation like this. Of course, sentence formation is not exactly correct, but we have to understand that third polarized sheet is perpendicular to the first polarized sheet. So initial intensity is going 32 and it goes to 16 after passing through first polarized sheet. After passing through second polarized sheet, it becomes I1. It becomes I1. Okay. So then it becomes I2 final. Final is given as a 3 here. Okay, so I1 is equals to 16 into cos square. We don't know this angle actually. We don't know this angle. P1, P2, P3, three polarites are there. P1, P2 angle is not given there. Let us take it as theta. So cos square theta. Okay, so this is I1. I1 given. Now I2 formula what here? So I2 formula 16 cos square, I2 is equals to 16 cos square theta and sine cos square 90 minus theta, because this angle is 90 minus theta. Okay, so cos square 90 minus theta. Okay, so this is 3 value given there, output intensity 3 given, 16 into cos square theta and sin square theta it is. Okay, so we can take 4 comes out here, and remaining 4 we can write 4 here, then cos square theta, sin square theta. Okay, 2 sin theta cos theta equals sin 2 theta. We know that formula here. Okay, that's why this is sin 2 theta whole square we can write here. Okay, right. This is equals to 3 by 4. Therefore, squaring square rooting on both sides, sin 2 theta is equals to root 3 by 2. In sin root 3 by 2 means 2 theta equal to 60 degrees. Then theta equals to 30 degrees. My dear NEET aspirants and IIT aspirants, this is the method. Now, very important concept it is, Malas law as well as Brewster's law. Okay, very important concept. 30 degrees it is the answer. So what he is asking now, angle between the first Polaroid sheet and second Polaroid sheet. So that is 30 degrees, we got it. Okay, my dear students, NEET aspirants, IIT aspirants. Now last problem let us discuss now. An unpolarized light beam of intensity 2I is passed through a Polaroid P and then passed through another Polaroid sheet Q. P and Q are given there. This is first P. Okay, this is P given, and second Polaroid sheet also is given there. Oriented such way that its passing axis is 30 degrees. Okay, second Polaroid sheet is making angle 30 degrees like this, theta equal to 30 degrees. Okay, so first intensity was 2I, now it becomes I. Half of that after passing through first Polaroid, and after passing through second Polaroid, what happens? I1 it is. I1 is equals to its previous intensity I into cos square 30 degrees, cos square theta. Okay, so I into cos square 30 degrees, that is I into cos square 30 is root 3 by 2 whole square, that is 3I by 4. So 3I by 4 is the correct answer. So this is the explanation, my dear students. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channels for getting more and more tips and tricks in physics. Okay, for getting more and more details, you go through the description box given below, because it is purely offline tuition classes are running here, and online tuition classes are also running here. Home tuitions also will be conducted here. Whoever wants home tuitions, you can contact these phone numbers now. So because the NEET entrance examination is going to be conducted by NTA in the month of May 2025, and IIT JEE entrance examination is going to be conducted by NTA also, same that is organization, in the month of January 2025, that is phase 1 exam, and phase 2 exam in the month of April 2025. My dear student, there is no time at all. This is the right time to join in the institution for tuition classes. So come and join in the institution, take admissions there, register yourself, and develop your knowledge. Even ordinary students also can understand my way of teaching, that my teaching methodology. So we will come down to the students level and we will explain each and every problem and conceptual model very clearly. You take admission quickly. Thanks for watching my video classes, regular video classes. You keep on watching my regular video classes so that your confidence will be developed now. Keep in touch with my video classes regularly. Okay, come visit our academy, come with hope, go with confidence, and achieve your goal of best rank. Wishing you all the best, my dear students. So it is purely rank oriented coaching. Online coaching classes are running, offline coaching classes are running in this institution. Okay, avail this golden opportunity. Don't waste your valuable time. Okay, I have 30 years of teaching experience in physics. I worked in so many corporate institutions. After that, I self-retired for myself. Okay, and I established my academy. All students and parents are coming to my institutions, and they are appreciating my teaching methodology. Tremendous response is coming from students and parents. Thank you a lot. Okay, see you bye in the next video class quickly.